What's up, guys? The 2018 EU LCS Spring Playoffs continued, and the top 4 teams made it to semifinals. With all 4 squads locked in for Copenhagen, they only had their sights set on one goal: to make it to the first place match for finals. The semifinals kicked off with a hype matchup between G2 Esports and Splyce. Both teams came out swinging, which resulted in tons of early game fireworks. It looked like G2 had the game on lock after taking a huge fight and the Baron, but after Hjarnan got split up from his guardian Widid, Splyce seized the opportunity, ran down G2, and turned Game 1 into an unlikely comeback win.
Look at the death timers on G2. Oh, Kassing!
That is why he has been to force 3 semifinals.
Game 2 was once again packed with early game action, but this time it was all G2. And once they got the lead, they made sure not to throw it away as they methodically shut down and closed out Splyce to even up the series 1-1.
Here now Splyce are running for the wins. They've already lost their jungler. They've lost their mid lane as well. Odo caught out. He's going to fall. G2 clean up.
The third game stayed close until the 27th minute, when G2 took Baron, the momentum, and narrowly escaped with their lives. And when the game-defining fight broke out at Baron, Hjarnan directed a lethal play that spelled tragedy for Splyce, as he picked up 4 kills and carried G2 to match point.
1, 2, 3, 4, looking for the quadra kill here as well, but can't quite close it out on Odo.
They want to get to him.
It's a curtain call for Splyce.
The pressure was on Splyce as their playoff dreams hung in the balance. They did a good job of battling to stay alive throughout the early game, but a brilliant macro play by G2 fooled Splyce and gave the reigning kings a back-breaking Baron.
Away, but here comes Odo, and eventually Wonder will fall with G2.
With a lead in their pocket, G2 let their carries loose as they demolished Splyce to secure the organization's 5th straight trip to finals, and a long-awaited first final for Jankos, Hjarnan, and Widid. The second semi-final featured Vitality and their upstart rookies taking on the EU LCS juggernaut Fnatic. With Soaz sidelined due to an injury, analysts and fans alike thought that Vitality had a real chance at an upset. But in Game 1, Fnatic's strategy was clear: to camp out mid and take down Jizuke again and again so he couldn't style on them like he had in his Rookie of the Split highlight reel. And once Caps jumped out ahead, he made certain that it was lights out for Vitality, claiming a 1-0 series lead for Fnatic.
It's Reckless and Broxa clean up the back end. So far it's a 1 for 2! That's a 1 for 3! Caps has got the aimbot on today.
Game 2 was like a powder keg with a short fuse as the early game exploded with kill after kill. It felt like it could be anyone's game, but Vitality's aggression backfired as they dove too deep, Fnatic decimated them, and then picked up the Baron.
Fnatic turned this around! Destroy the rookies!
From there, it was just a matter of time before Fnatic marched into Vitality's base and pushed the series to match point. It started as another closely contested game, but all it took was one pick at the 20-minute mark for Vitality to turn their sights on Baron. Their power plays throughout the playoffs have been massive, and this was no different as they toppled towers and stacked up kills. Fnatic tried to flip the script with a Baron of their own, but Gilius bested Broxa in a smite duel that sealed the game and kept Vitality alive.
The Baron
Gilius gets it!
Gilius wins a Baron smite fight!
After gaining confidence in Game 3, Vitality looked to even up the series and keep their playoffs run going. But for Fnatic, they hadn't seen the finals since 2015, and they would not let anything get in their way. So they quickly took control.
Now, Reckless, how did you do that?
Made clutch plays at Baron.
Broxa wins the smite fight. Vitality are getting wrecked.
And absolutely dominated Vitality to secure their spot in the finals. And now, for the first time in history, we'll see Fnatic and G2 face off in the EU LCS finals. Vitality and Splyce will also play in the 3rd place match, and it will all take place at the Royal Arena in Copenhagen this Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you grab your tickets now at eu.lollysports.com/CPH, because this is a spring finals you do not want to miss. We'll see you there.